What we can't ignore, that today is the day for teens in England, Wales and Northern Ireland getting their A-level results. A student in Scotland, of course, got their Highers last week. But it's a big day for parents too. Research shows that they spend £500 on average celebrating their kids' results. The study also revealed that 68% of parents will give gifts regardless of their kids' grades. Many say it's about the effort that they're valuing. So should we start telling kids that exams don't matter? This kind of comes up every year, doesn't it? Jeremy Clarkson does his annual text when he says, "Oh, don't worry, I got a C and 2 U's and look at me." Should we be saying that?
That's a brilliant Jeremy Clarkson.
It depends what job you want, isn't it? I mean, I am one of those people that has one GCSE. School just wasn't right for me. I could just never settle, and for many years I felt like I was failing. Even when I was succeeding, I kept thinking that I was failing. So I very much brought up our girls to say, just try your best. Your whole life does not depend on your GCSEs and your A-levels, but work as hard as you want for them, because it's not about me. It's not about, I don't need to say... Yeah, as hard as you want them. And they're both... do you know what? They're both really, really committed girls. Maybe it's just luck, but they are. They work really hard.
What would you do if you had a kid who, like, wasn't studying? I mean, you were saying with Matty and Louis that they weren't into it.
I'm very lucky and incredibly proud of both my boys, you know. One is a successful musician and one is a successful actor, and that's fantastic, and they both have those talents. And they weren't, let's say, academic. What is academic? School was never... turned them on like it never did me. I was just bored. I was bored at school. Yeah. You know, I was so bored of the tutors and stewards. And
the itchy carpet you had to sit on.
And then it was when I found drama when I was about 15. It was like the proverbial light bulb went on, and I was patted on the back for something, and that sort of gave me a boost. But as regards exams, I think I should have been a bit stricter with Matty as regard... You know, around me, there were lots of parents in the friendship group that we were in that I saw that the whole reason for their living was their child getting into university. And it didn't matter what the child wanted to do. Wrong. They just went to university. And most of those kids are doing jobs that have nothing to do with what degree.
Not everyone is meant to go to university.
No, they're not. No. They're not. And it costs you a lot of money to go. But I've always been one for saying to follow your dreams. And it is important to say to children, if your life plan doesn't depend on, if you want to be a doctor or a vet, you've got to get your exams. But social skills, being a lovely person, all those things are equally important. You can have the brightest person in the world and they haven't got any social skills.
It's not having a child looking for what their light is, you know, like, if your child comes out and they're loving maths and they're loving... Well, then you help to really...
do
that, but...
I don't even know how many GCSEs I've got, actually. I did have to do them, so I was already working. I think I have 5, I'm not sure. I was already working, but I had to go back to my old school to sit my GCSEs. And I don't think I got amazing grades, but I did try really hard. And I think with the boys, all I want them to do is try as hard as they can. Yeah. And I think GCSE level is really... They need to try as hard as they can, because they don't know what they want to do at that age. I think it's ridiculous to assume that they know what they want to do.
I failed my needlework. We had to...
We had to natural needlework.
We had to sew half a pair of shorts, and I sewed the leg. So the bottom of the leg.
I have to say, I failed my needlework as well.